Hey guys, Jason Hers with Golden Spikes Baseball Academy. Just wrapped up a little softball camp this morning, and one of the things that we talked about that I think is under addressed and under talked about in the baseball, softball hitting communities is some of the grip stuff. I know most people will talk about grip and back elbow alignment and some of those things, but really understanding what matters and why it matters within the grip, and just some of the things that are going on in the forearm that create movement patterns and swing patterns. So when I was growing up, we were taught to line up the knocking knuckles on the bat rather than the big knuckles, okay? So you can see what kind of happens with my elbows as I do that. They kind of flare out and flare in. All right, I think the knocking knuckles could be a little excessive, but it's definitely the way to side to as it relates to the grip. A little bit in between is probably okay as well, but as soon as we start to get wrapped around the bat, and it's going to put the bat back in the palm of your hands, and it's going to create some really bad movements. It's almost inevitable, all right? So what's going on in the forearm with that, just so you can kind of see this, and I would encourage everybody to do this and feel it, because it makes a lot better sense when you feel it yourself. Is take whatever your top hand on the bat would be. Mine, I'm right-handed, so my right hand would be on top. And make kind of flex your elbow in and curl your wrist in as far as you can, and then try to extend your elbow without releasing your wrist, okay, without extending your wrist. And as you get to this point, you're gonna start to see and feel all the tendons and ligaments in your forearms really start to seize up and restrict that movement. I can't fully extend my elbow while my wrist is curled in like this, okay? On the opposite side of that, if I take it and open it up, and then I can extend freely with zero inhibition, okay? It gets all the way to full extension with nothing grabbing, and it's very free, all right? When you think about how that works on a bat, okay, this is open, and that's gonna line up my knocking knuckles a little bit, okay? This would be closed, and that's gonna put the bat back in the palm of my hand, and it also kind of works with elbow up. If I tell somebody elbow up too much, that wrist will want to wrap around the barrel or the handle of the bat, okay? Now, when we talk about what it does within a swing, all right, I need to be able to get to full extension, meaning my wrist needs to stay open so my arm can get full extension here, all right? As soon as it does this, what ends up happening is those tendons right now are gonna start to grab and pull the barrel of the bat over the baseball, that rollover ground ball that we all hate on the left side or left side of the infield for a right-hander. Okay, just the grip plays a huge, huge role in that, okay? Because once I get to this point, I have to do something now, all right? My wrists want to roll over, and what will end up happening with that is my posture wants to break and my shoulders roll up. So we end up with a swing that rolls over the baseball rather than being able to open this thing up and stay in a good posture with some spinal tilt and some of the things that we know we want to have. So that's a real quick thing, real little thing. It applies very much to both baseball and softball alike, and something that I think you can easily explain to your kids. Trying to break the habit of just telling somebody to do it just to do it, and get into the whys and hows, and this is so you're kind of empowering your players to think critically and understand how everything affects everything. So that's it for today, guys. Appreciate it.